Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here as a recording of the Saturday, February 18th, 2023. I'm standing in Museum Row, or the museum stretch of Philadelphia, and I have been doing some thinking about going to the Franklin Institute, which is hosting an exhibit. It's called the exhibition Disney 100. The Disney Corporation in October of this year will be celebrating 100 years, started in 1923. And not only the parks are celebrating it, but also the archives. And I have a reservation to get into the Franklin Institute. I'm meeting up with a couple friends who are also going to be perusing around. One of them being the Philly captain.
Here we are! The Rodin Museum! Getting ready to look at some Walt Disney stuff. This is very exciting. Walt Disney stuff with Adam the Woo.
Right?
Dreams just keep coming true this week. Come on.
You're in my wheelhouse now.
In my neighborhood. This is really an interesting thing we're going to be doing.
So we're not going in the Rodin. What's called the Rodin?
Rodin Museum.
Where the thinker is. We're going to go. I cannot believe you found a parking spot down here. You are the master.
Captain.
The captain.
Yeah, the captain.
The captain.
Yeah.
So we're going to walk over. The master captain. We're going to walk over there and go into the Franklin Institute.
Mm-hmm.
Also going to meet up with Crazy Joe, who just got a hold of me and said he's over there. Join me.
Shall you?
From this angle, a pretty good view of the skyline here, this portion of the skyline.
If you see that building, the tall one, right there with the thing sticking up,
yeah,
that's owned by Comcast, and the top of it's supposed to kind of look like a USB flash drive.
Weird. I guess I can kind of see it.
I say, if you come from a certain angle, it looks like the city's giving you the middle finger.
Now, I did check, just out of curiosity, to see if there were any tickets left for this today. And they're not. They were completely sold out, and they're giving you a timed entry. So the museum opened at 9:30. Our timed entry is at noon 30, so at 12:30. But we can get in. We just can't get into the Disney Archive exhibit till 12:30. But there's a lot more. Look at the size of this place. This is huge. Completely stainless steel, the Pioneer.
Made from stainless steel. It was made in Philadelphia at this a plant. It's been here since 1935 and
it's amazing.
Just sits here.
Sold out today. The general admission ticket's still available, which means you can get in the Franklin, you just cannot get in to see the Disney stuff. That portion is sold out. I'm taking that as what that means. And they have their banners all out front. World premiere. This is the opening day. Look, there's some people waiting around for their time slot. Got the big banner. I see R2-D2 up there. I see Tinkerbell. I see Sorcerer Mickey up top. But yeah, sold out. He's got some Disney keychains over here this guy's selling. What do you got? Oh,
Disney keychains, Rocky.
Nice. Oh, and Rocky.
Rocky hats, gloves,
all right. Disney
keychains.
All right, thank you.
Sure.
Now, the closer I get to these, you really see how big these banners are right here. Disney 100, the exhibition is what they're calling this. Put on by the Walt Disney Archives out in Burbank, California at the Disney Studios. There is a really large sculpture of Benjamin Franklin back there. Holy cow! That is awesome. Yeah, this is something else. Look at this thing right here. Oh, Crazy Joe is here.
Let me give you a little bit of nerd trivia here.
All right.
In an issue of Teen Titans, Dr. Light chained Green Arrow to that statue.
All right, one thing that was pretty cool, we got our wristbands here, so it has the date on it, February 18, 2023. It made the little Disney book turning noise. When you scanned it, it did the like next page noise. That was kind of cool. Oh wow, so there's like body parts through here. And there's a beating heart.
This is like we're walking through the valves of the heart.
Oh, we're gonna walk right through this.
Yeah.
I'm getting some Young Frankenstein vibes. Hearts and kidneys are tinker toys. It's a cardiac adventure. Welcome to the Institute's famous walk through heart. It's the right size for a 220-foot tall person, like like the Jolly Green Giant, someone about twice as tall as the Statue of Liberty. Come inside.
It's a tight squeeze.
This is awesome. Have you been through this before?
During high school, I used to make out with girls in the
Oh,
hall.
wow. You got the old heart beating inside the big heart.
Yeah.
Enter and follow the blood through the heart. So this has been here for decades, right?
Almost 100 years.
Yeah. This heart is still beating, 100 years old.
These kids, look at these kids, cut in line. Uh-oh. If you cut line in Disney, what do? They get you.
They just let you know, they give you a fast pass. I wonder if Huey Lewis has ever walked through here. This is actually pretty dang cool. Alright, this is awesome.
Here, you stay there, Adam.
This area. Oh wow. Go straight down.
Straight down.
Into the
This heart
oxygen
has a
exchange.
security camera. Does your heart have a security camera? Mine does not.
Alright, this is a lot cooler than I thought it was going to be. I thought we were just going to walk directly ground level. I didn't think we were going to walk inside and up stairs.
Look how skinny this is.
This is neat.
Girls, this is happening right now.
How cool is this? All kind of staircases. It's like a fun house.
It is.
It's like a fun house. This kind of makes sense because, you know, Disney holds a special place in my heart.
Oh my God.
It's good, right?
I mean, good, no.
So this is interesting. Oh, so that's a rabbit. Ooh, a spider. I'll come at you like a spider. I'm all hopped up on Mountain Dew. There's an elephant. What's the largest heart? The Grinch?
No, oh. A whale.
Oh, a whale.
Whale's not as big as it, when you think about it, compared to the other animals. You think it would be so much bigger.
Yeah. It was the Grinch that had the big heart at the end, right?
Yeah, for 3 sizes that day.
They're supposed to be making, Jim Carrey's coming back as the Grinch, I heard. I don't know if that's a rumor or not.
No, it's true.
All right, now back over to this line in textbook Disney fashion. There's a queue. And we got the little cityscape out there as well. Oh, there it is. The Disney 100th, the exhibition. We're going in. We got Minnie here. We got Woody here. We got Elsa. There's Sorcerer Mickey. One thing I'm really excited about seeing in here is they have Conductor Mickey, the same one that Walt held at Disneyland on opening day on the train. And we have gotten out of one line and we're now in another line, which is kind of par for the course. I feel like I'm at a Disney theme park in a lot of ways. So that line turns into this line. It is opening day, so it's very, very busy. Sold out, in fact. Oh, there's Walt. Oh my gosh, you know what?
Magic is made.
There's a lot of satisfaction and curiosity keeps leading us down new paths.
I just saw Walt Disney. A hologram Walt Disney.
You want to turn around?
That was wild. And before the Walt Disney Company started, 2 years before, in 21, Walt started Laugh-O-Gram. Of course, they went bankrupt, which prompted him to move out to LA. But check out, here's a Laugh-O-Gram Films megaphone right here. And then after Laugh-O-Gram, in October 16th of 23 is when they signed the contract for starting the Walt Disney Corporation, Walt Disney Company. And that's when the Alice comedies all started to kind of begin here. It has like a few different artifacts here, including this poster here for Alice's Fishy Story. This is 1924. This is a 1924 theatrical release one sheet with Alice there. This is pre-Mickey. Mickey wasn't until 28. This is from 25. Cleanup animation from a studio artist there. This is like this is actually dated. Well, it's signed down there by the studio artist. All right, I stand corrected. This, a lot of stuff in here is going to be original, but this is a reproduction. And there's some stuff over here. It shows where Walt was born in Chicago in 1901. And here's a look at the house all the way back then as well. That's his birthplace. Probably not the birth year, but close enough. Look at young little Walt right here. Now this is pretty cool. This is from the office of Walt Disney, where you have the animation here. You spin this around, which makes the characters move But evidently this was in. This is called the Wheel of Life. And this is showing Walt's legacy, a little timeline from the early animation leading all the way up to modern day and even Star Wars. Not that Walt, the man himself, had any idea about Star Wars or anything, but yeah, the company now owns all of that. That's a classic right there, the Skeleton Dance from 1929. There's also a lot of interactive stuff, like where do the stories come from? Check it out, there's the sub from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea and the umbrella from Mary Poppins right there. Oh, is this Beauty and the Beast? I believe it's just a signage entryway into this room here, which explains where the stories come from. So stepping into this room, this is really neat how all the artwork on here changes on all the little circles. This almost looks like you see in Superman's Fortress of Solitude here, made out of ice. It's kind of similar, this little ice pillar here. Of course, starting off with Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, which really kind of changed the game for the company, and then moving on to Pinocchio. Here's a Pinocchio wooden puppet dated 1940. This is an animator's model that they used to, they took this as a model and then they drew Pinocchio on a pieces of papers around this model. So the animator would have had this on his desk as he was drawing Pinocchio, original Pinocchio. And not just a model, but they also had this for live action reference. And take a look at the tag up here. It says Walt Disney Hollywood on it. So someone was wearing this, and then the animator was drawing what Pinocchio, a little wooden boy, would look like from it. But I do love the tag. It says Walt Disney Hollywood embedded on the tag. And then next up, Sleeping Beauty, just going through all the different eras of all the animation classics. This is so cool. 1950 stencil here by, of course, Mark Davis. Mark Davis also did some of this for Cinderella. This is interesting too. Mary Blair did this for Cinderella. Of course, Mary Blair known for It's a Small World and a lot of other things. You could definitely see some Mary Blair style in this. You were just talking about the live action version. This is the live action version of Cinderella. That's her glass slipper there. I really do love the way these kind of change and like formulate on the side of these little pillars here. To use an old school reference, someone went full Disney.
Fuel right there.
I was gonna say, it is kind of nightmare fuel, like the rabbit there. Look at this. He's like clinging on to the Mad Hatter's clock. He's just like, give me that timepiece right there. I'm kind of glad that when they did it, they didn't make it quite this evil.
No, it's scary.
It's pretty amazing to think that Julie Andrews held on to this. They've added a little extra magic in there behind this little glass, but that is the one that she held in the 1964 classic, Mary Poppins. It's amazing.
See Mary Poppins?
Yeah, this is the horse that Julie Andrews was on. I think they have I was watching on Disney Plus, they have a whole thing about the archives. They're talking about how they retouched this up. And it looks good. So they also had Bert's horse, and they didn't touch it up. They left it a little more rough around the edges. But this one has been repainted and kind of repurposed. This is the one that Julie Andrews was on in the film. Right here in the middle are a bunch of different books that inspired some of the fairy tale movies that Disney did, including Peter Pan. These are props from the live action Beauty and the Beast 2017. It was good. I didn't love the live action version of Beauty because Beauty and the Beast is one of my favorite animated ones, but it was good. It was pretty good. And now over into the area known as the Illusion of Life. Mickey is painting his foot. From the model shop is Jiminy Cricket here. And check out Gaston over here from the model shop, and then the Pegasus from Hercules over there, and then Timothy from Dumbo, and of course the genie from Aladdin. Now I haven't read the plaque yet, but I think this is probably Emma Stone's dress from Cruella right here. I'm just guessing. Okay, it has been confirmed. I just read the information placard on the front, and it in fact is Emma Stone's dress from Cruella. She was also in La La Land. All right, this Olaf is from the Broadway musical of Frozen back in 2018. Here we have the Barbossa outfit from Curse of the Black Pearl, worn by the actor as well. And there's a prop ship in a bottle right here from 2011, Stranger Tides. This is kind of a neat little area. Oh, there's a Jungle Cruise boat right here, and some quotes by Walt. You know, Walt has a lot of quotes as well. This is from the live action Jungle Cruise movie that came out a couple years ago. But the world famous Jungle Cruise attraction vehicle model right here from a trip through Adventureland, Walt's Birds, which was a TV special from Disneyland in 1956, used by Walt himself. The Congo Queen Jungle Cruise. Love that attraction at Disneyland and at Magic Kingdom. That is pretty neat. I think I remember that from that TV special, now that I'm seeing it. Oh, this is like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. You can like open up the Nautilus window and look out. Holy crud! That is freaking epic. What the heck? I didn't even see this at first. I was too busy looking at the Jungle Cruise boat to notice a Nautilus here. Wow. Okay, that's epic. Yeah, that is pretty dang awesome. That right there is pretty dang awesome. Pretty impressed by this.
No, this is a filming model. This is not a reproduction. That's the real thing, Adam.
Yeah, that's the real deal. So some of the artwork are reproductions, but all the props are all real, including this. This is epic. What if they have any black hole stuff?
Oh man, that would be...
Yeah, I didn't even notice these. You got all the silhouettes of the Lost Boys and Peter Pan down here on the ground. Check that out. There's Wendy there, there's Peter. That's awesome. Yeah, I didn't even notice that. Right here on the floor, so my foot is right here on the basis of it. 1954.
What do you call it, the Nautilus?
The Nautilus. That's what I call it. I might be mispronouncing it.
No, listen, I don't talk good. I would say, yeah, Nautilus sounds right.
Yeah. I don't know. I've heard other people say Nautilus, so I just repeat what they say. I feel like if there's going to be some black hole props, it would be in this Walt in space area up here. Here's Walt touching the side of this. I guess that's the moon there. Now getting into some Star Wars stuff from the movie I just pretend never existed. The Last Jedi right over here. And then there's a pork puppet over here, which is really, really cute. And from all three of the Disney Star Wars films, there's a BB-8 here. Got the BB unit here behind this glass. Lots of ancient Jedi texts. Could be not text like we think on a cell phone, but text written down. The old Jedi text trick.
Read them, have you? Page turners, they were not.
That's a good Yoda. That's good.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with Sesame Street. I know my Frank Oz voices.
I just watched Frank Oz was in Trading Places.
Yes, he was.
Another Philly movie. You know Frank Oz was in that movie?
It's one of the best, it's probably, besides Rocky, the best movie made in Philadelphia.
It's a good one. I just watched it the other night again for the first time in a long time. Okay, this is cool. Black Panther up here from 2018. Of course, obviously Disney owns Star Wars now, owns Marvel. They're just, pretty soon they're gonna own literally every franchise in existence. Star-Lord's helmet from Guardians 2014. Oh, got the helmet over here from Thor. This is Loki's helmet, not from the TV show, but from Thor.
I have no idea.
Sword movie. Stepping into an area now when it's devoted to music at the Three Caballeros, and just got a Jungle Book over here, just talking about music and animation and how they kind of mix together. Is this Belle? Yeah, it's Beauty and the Beast Belle. It's from '91. She read the thing there. I thought that was Belle. And then Encanto. Recently saw Encanto. I liked it. It was a good one. From 1940, story sketches from Fantasia, The Sorcerer's Apprentice. Who does not love Sorcerer Mickey? It's just iconic. It really is. Oh, is it Earth One? Western Melody Time from Bumble Boogie, 1948. This guitar was used on the Mickey Mouse Club up until 1955 by Jimmy Dodd. Now this is the actual whistle they used for Steamboat Willie in 1928 for the whistle sound effect. The whistle from 28. Now the way they would used to do sound effects is pretty awesome. This is from Snow White. They would blow into this to make effects for pickaxes in the Dwarf's Diamond Mine. And if you want to know how Tinkerbell makes her sound, they use this device. This was used to make the sound of Tinkerbell. This very item right here. It's almost like a chime thing you put like on your porch. I kind of want this record here. This Walt Disney Takes You to Disneyland, released in '56, 1 year after the park opened. And this is the World's Fair from '64 of It's a Small World vinyl. But wait, there's more. What do you think so far?
You know what I'm thinking about? I'm going to tell you honestly what I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about you, and if you're enjoying this, because you traveled from Florida for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're enjoying it?
There's a couple cool things that I've seen so far, but wait, there's more.
Right.
But I'm excited that you're like excited. Like you saw the Tinkerbell thing and you got pretty excited.
Yeah, no, we saw the chimes that made the Tinkerbell sound.
Yeah.
And your entire life you hear
Yeah.
that Tinkerbell sound. And to actually see the thing was really, really cool.
Yeah. You see anything that sticks out in your mind?
Man, so many things. Seeing BB-8 was pretty exciting.
Yeah, the Star Wars stuff was cool too.
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing that Disney owns Star Wars and Marvel?
And
What
ESPN.
happened?
But you know what
And
we didn't
ESPN.
see? I didn't see any Muppets. There were
No
no
Muppets,
in
not
there.
yet. Well, wait, there's more. Now, Walt Disney won more Academy Awards. Don't quote me on this, but more Academy Awards than anyone. One of them, Academy Award for Bear Country in '53. He has won so many Academy Awards, it's like next level. Now, getting you some really good stuff. I love the movies and the music and all that, but I definitely love a lot of Walt stuff himself, and here is some of Walt's personal items. Okay, this right here means a lot to me because this photo of Walt on the beach, I've seen that so many times when he's just like going around. This is not the beach, he's on pavement there, but this right here is his personal 16mm camera used by him when he went on a Goodwill tour of South America. And this is kind of how it all started. He didn't always do animation, he did real films, and he filmed on this. It's kind of like me holding a camera filming this. Maybe he was like one of the original vloggers in a lot of ways. You know, he was like an OG vlogger. Because he was vlogging on that.
I like that you were laying on the ground, looking at a picture of him laying.
That's true. Should I do this?
Yeah.
Should I get down here? So I'm kind of in the same spot as Walt was down here on the carpet, on the dirty carpet.
Bobby, why is that man laying on the floor? I don't know, hon. Get away from him.
This is a control board from back up from the 70s to 90s used by the Disney Corporation for audio animatronics. So animatronics were run from this, and now a lot of them are just kind of automated, but a lot of times this would kind of like, as the testing mode would happen, they would utilize this, like Great Moments Mr. Lincoln and things like that.
Hall of Presidents?
Yeah, probably Hall of Presidents too. Now this is from the office of Walt Disney, which recently was put back exactly how Walt had it before he passed away. This is the little bird cage, which can be seen right over there on that piano that the Sherman Brothers would sing Feed the Birds to Walt on in his office. He had two offices. He had an active office, and then he had more of like a personal office. This is the one in the active office next to it's right there on the little coffee table. Look at that. So this is pre-Hall of Presidents. This is the Disneyland version. Great Moments of Mr. Lincoln. This is 64, 65. And this hand over here was using Pirates of the Caribbean. You can see all this stuff that makes that work. Now stepping into the area titled Your Disney World. So this is going to be all based on Florida's, you know, Roy's Magic Kingdom, if you will, not Walt's original. This is the Florida counterpart. You got the, wait a second, so it says Your Disney World, but this is a Matterhorn bobsled, which they don't have at Disney World. And the sign over there says Your Disney World, which is kind of confusing. Maybe it is Disneyland stuff too. Okay, so they have a lot of the Disneyland stuff in the Disney World exhibit, which is kind of confusing, but yeah, I'm a little confused. It says Your Disney World, but there's a lot of Disney. It talks about Walt Griffith Park, the carousel, his daughters, all that. Maybe it's going to evolve from Disneyland to Disney World. But I saw the Disney World stuff and I saw the Disneyland ride vehicles. I was a little confused, but I'll see what happens towards the end. And this is a press badge from July 17, 55, opening day of Disneyland. And take a look at this employee badge. Before they had names on the badge the first year or two, there were no cast member names. Employee badge number 1, Walt was photographed with this. This was on Walt's shirt and on his lapel. Number 1, employee badge number 1, issued to Walt Disney, Disneyland Park. All right, this is one of the whole reasons I wanted to come here. This is the stuffed doll that he was holding, Walt was holding on the opening day special with Art Linkletter, Ronald Reagan, on the train. When he comes around, Walt is holding this very Mickey right here. As stated right there on that little placard right there, Engineer Mickey Mouse. And one ride I wish they would have never gotten rid of, Mr. Toad at Walt Disney World. Here's one of the little devils here from the ride itself. And when you're walking from one room to the next, they're doing the fireworks above Cinderella Castle, like a recreation of the fireworks. And they also have Goofy in front of a Philadelphia sign. You got to kind of document that this is the opening day of this exhibit. It's going to be going to different areas, but right now the very first day of the opening is in Philadelphia. Safe to say that Mickey has gotten a lot less terrifying over the years.
It's just straight up nightmare fuel.
We got a screen use prop from Hocus Pocus here. This is the spell book, and this was used in Home Improvement. Like my Tim Allen?
Very good.
Pretty good. It was all started by a mouse, but they are just getting started. We got the partner statue over here, and I believe, just like with the parks, you exit through the gift shop? Maybe over here, the gift shop. I think we might be nearing.
Museum rule, you have to exit
Through the gift shop. Whenever I go through a gift shop, I think to myself, do I really need this? But this would be a good documented for posterity because it has Franklin Institute Philly on the side of it. Now there is a windbreaker, but this does not have Philadelphia on this. So this is going to go all over the U.S. And you can see that this is there's been a little bit of a tussle through here getting some of this. Looks like all the shirts are sold out. All they have right now are the hoodies, and these are the prices. There's a crew t-shirt for $50, which I would be interested in buying but I don't know if they have the zip hoodie also. Okay, now here are the t-shirts. They're kind of all strewn and scattered around. Maybe I could find my size and just buy a t-shirt instead of a hoodie. So they have the Disney 100 exhibit t-shirt.
Okay, so
All right, they have just rolled out this
in here?
bin
Okay, so
of
these
t-shirts.
are large, extra large, and 2X in here. And did you notice the vintage socks?
So this actually does say Philly on the side of it. So I think I'm going to get one of these blue shirts. As shown here. Are you going to hold it up? That does say Philly on it, so if I'm going to buy one, I should get one that actually says Philadelphia on it. All right, after a little contemplation, I decided not going to purchase anything. Nothing really kind of struck my fancy. Now, I did like this particular design, but the adult sizes, this is on the back, and then they have like a little logo here. It doesn't say anything about Philly, and I kind of wanted to get something specifically for this city in the opening. But, and this I would probably get too if it was in a larger size. This is like a youth size. And I don't really need any more hoodies. I got a lot of hoodies. Okay, we have exited out of the gift shop and down the Pendulum Staircase. And there's Ben Franklin's bifocals. Just chilling there. So those are the ones he wore.
Those are Ben Franklin's bifocals. They are...
He invented the bifocals.
Oh yeah, I learned that from the American Adventure. See, I learned everything from just... I may have invented these bifocals I'm wearing. I think that's the quote he says in American.
No, I think the quote was, "Need a penny, take a penny."
Oh.
I think Ben Franklin did say that.
You're never going to live that down.
That's okay.
Oh, this is the reason it's called the Pendulum Staircase. Because there is a real pendulum. This one completely is more overwhelming than the Griffith Observatory pendulum. That is about a third of this length. The only one I think I've ever seen anywhere else is the Griffith Observatory in LA, in Griffith Park. But this thing is like four stories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-story tall pendulum. And from here, as we're walking down the Pendulum Staircase, you can see the Ben Franklin as we're walking down there. Kind of reminds me of, Abraham Lincoln in DC. It's kind of, what if it's the same sculpture? Same sculptor. We're walking back by the heart again. Over here is like a walkable map of Philly. So here's Jersey over here, getting over into Pennsylvania. There's Philadelphia, all the different suburbs. Kind of walk around here. Where are we right now?
Here we are, Kensington.
Oh, wait.
That's the park in Kensington.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
That's not where we are.
No. Here we are, Port Richmond.
That's where we are?
That's where we are.
Okay.
And then we're going over here. Here we are, North Philadelphia. Let's get out of here.
I'm supposed to touch this key? Am I going to get shocked?
No, touch the key.
Oh my god. Ha! It does shock you. It's like static electricity. Yeah. It gives you a little shock.
Yeah, just a little bit. Does that shock you?
It's shocking.
Go ahead, Joe.
All right, a little hidden secret down here. The train factory, they have, this is on the bottom floor, they have a full-size train in here. Number 60,000.
That's the Baldwin locomotive.
That's a full-size train.
Oh, yeah. Now, it doesn't move anymore, but when we were kids, it would travel back and forth like 6 feet. And you get
Really?
Yeah, it was really cool.
Get to feel the floor rumbling and stuff. This is not a theme park train. This is like a legit full-size. This is impressive. You just see how tall it is. Oh, we can go up there? I have a little walkway up here. You can walk into the train itself. We're gonna go in the train. Oh my god, did you just slip and fall?
No, I went up, I did as a kid. You go up here, and you can slide down. And that's what you would do as a child.
I gotcha.
You only live once, Adam. You gonna do it?
No, I had a bike incident once. Yeah, I still have issues because of that. The oldest thing I will ever touch. The Barringer Meteor Crater. I've been there. It was using Starman.
Get out of here.
Yeah, the movie Starman. Not this, the crater.
Well, this was what caused the crater.
This little thing.
Oh, part of it.
Yeah. This is the oldest thing I've ever touched. It's pretty cool. Yeah, remember Starman?
Oh, love that movie.
That's the creator. Great. John Carpenter.
Yeah.
All right, now we're gonna leave the Franklin at the Disney 100, the exhibition, and just kind of walk around, see what we can find. One thing I will say about this city, it is beautiful. I mean, you got some dinosaurs here, and then you got this very ornate church building over there in the distance. It's just awesome. Now this is pretty neat. I mean, it's obviously pretty common around here, but very rarely in other places do you see like a little cigarette and soda shop right on the side. You get the lottery, Pennsylvania Lottery, right here in the streets of Philly. Okay, we walked by this park over here. This is the Eddie Murphy spot in Trading Places, where he's got like he's doing the panhandling with the no legs, right?
Come on, give me, I got no legs. Give me some money. Give me some money. Name the movie. Name the movie. What movie? Trading Places. Come on.
Not a movie.
In the movie, this was all covered with snow. You see this a couple times when Eddie Murphy kind of like scoots over here, falls in the snow right here off in the distance. And this is also where he bumped into Dan Aykroyd before going into here. And a little Disney tie-in, remember the Great Movie Ride?
Oh yeah.
So in the Great Movie Ride, they did a montage and they put the scene in for 1 second where he goes inside here, and then all the officers like kind of pull their weapons on him and goes, "Is there a problem, officers?"
Great movie.
It's in the Great Movie Ride. Disney tie-in. All right, I just learned something new as well. This church was where the organist wrote this. The organist from this church wrote "O Little Town of Bethlehem" in this very church. I never knew that till now. I'm learning all kind of stuff when I'm walking around down here.
It's a pretty amazing place. There's so much to see and do here in Philadelphia.
All right, walking back over the car, we are going to go drive a little bit on the outskirts of town to a couple cheesesteak places.
You got something.
Disney and Philly. Oh, that car was going to pull it. Let's try it again. This is for posterity. Get the low angle. Teetering.
There we go.
Did it. That's gonna be a good one. All right, cheesesteak time.
Let's go.
A few people have recommended this D'Alessandro's steak place. Actually, my friend Jordan the Lion said this is his favorite place, so I figured I'd take like Jordan's opinion and get one from over here. Now, Pat and Gino's are the only two rivalries. There's a Chubby's over here. So we were thinking getting the exact same thing from Chubby's and the exact same thing from D'Alessandro's and going halvesies on it and just see what happens.
Eat on top of a trash can, and we'll figure out which one is the best.
Eat on top of a trash can.
Yeah, I mean, they're both garbage cheesesteaks compared to John's Roast Pork, but yeah, it's going to be...
Thanks for humoring me.
I'm not trying to humor you. I'm just, again, John Bucci, I apologize that I'm doing this. This is against everything I do. When we add them, we got to make it. We got to try.
Okay, I went ahead and ordered 2 steaks. He is across the street ordering 2 from over at Chubby's. This is cash only, so it's gonna be about a half-hour wait. I ordered traditional cheesesteak with onions and American cheese. We're gonna do the same from both.
Feel the heavinesses.
So how you waited what, 5 minutes?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a half hour for them to make ours over here.
Is that what they said?
So we're gonna have time to eat these.
Oh.
So we got plenty of time. They gotta call my name. Let's go ahead and eat these first.
They said that I asked the lady, what's the difference between Chubby's and D'Alessandro's? And they said, well, the service here is faster, friendlier, and we actually allow our customers to sit inside and eat, while this place makes all their customers freeze to death.
So basically what we did, we ordered a total of 4 cheesesteaks between the 3 of us. So this is gonna be the 2, this is from Chubby's, much quicker and not as busy as the other place that we're standing in front of. So we're gonna start off with Chubby's.
Lady from Chubby's said that they give you more cheese on D'Alessandro, and this place gives you more meat because that's where the money is.
Okay.
I don't know.
So we went with the same on both. Oh, I like those onions.
Big, kind of like a in-between roll and fried onion.
Yeah, I like that. Not caramelized, like more of a straight up raw onion.
And this steak isn't chopped as fine as the D'Alessandro's cheesesteak. It looks good. Let's see how it eats. Here's a good cheesesteak. Here's a good cheesesteak.
It's good.
This is a cheesesteak you can get at any pizza shop in Philadelphia. You go to any pizza shop, you say, give me a cheesesteak. It would be like this. The bread.
I like the bread.
Very soft. That's an Amoroso roll.
It's not
Par for the
exceptional.
course.
This is better than the one you had in Atlantic City. Right?
Fair enough.
I didn't even have it. I just looked at it and I know. I know.
I like this.
It's good.
I like the bread. I like the bread. Do they put anything on it? Is it cheese in here? I don't even...
Yeah, there's cheese. They don't go crazy with the cheese. You see it on the bottom.
Melted in.
Chubbies.
Yeah, you eat a few of these. We all are a little bit anyway.
Yeah, I'm
Get a
there.
little chubby.
So we're
On
gonna
a
have that
scale of
one.
1 to 10, I would give this cheesesteak.
A 6.5.
I like that. A 6.5. Let it be known. I have a thunderclap when I give the official
I agree
number.
with that. 6.5 sounds
Yeah?
accurate.
What do you think?
The bread's good, but I missed the little like sesame seed things, or not the whatever
The poppy seeds?
Poppy seeds.
Well, usually the poppy seed rolls are a harder, thicker roll. Like, when we went to John's Roast Pork, which is home of the best cheesesteak, that cheesesteak, that roll was thick and hard. The same way I like my men.
To give you a little chubby.
Starting to think
Gives me a big chubby. Let's go.
He's on the payroll at John's.
No, I'm not.
No,
I'm the captain of Philadelphia. It's my job to show everybody
This is pretty dang good.
It is good.
I think this might be my second favorite cheesesteak I've had this week in this series, though. I think this is probably...
No, it's really good.
It's really good, yeah.
Chubbies.
All right, we have already consumed all of our chubby steaks. I will say that you really have to have a lot of patience to go to D'Alessandro's because it takes a little while for them because it's very busy. It's a lot busier over here than it is some of the other spots. Yeah. All right, it has arrived. It took probably, what, 40 minutes? And I also got us some beverages. I got us some waters here. Oh, there's one.
Liquid water. Liquid
Yeah,
death.
you guys ever had this? It's pretty good.
It's just water in a can?
It's just mountain water, yeah.
Wow.
It's like the new hip thing.
I thought it was an energy drink all this time. It's just water?
Yeah.
Good God.
Come on. You know you love it.
Mountain water from the Alps. Is
Yeah.
that really what you think of when you look at mountain water from the Alps? You know what this looks like? It looks like the guy we saw earlier today crossing the street. The guy who looked like the bad guy from Indiana Jones.
It does kind of, yeah, the melting same.
He looked at the Covenant.
So we got the exact same thing. There's the leftover chubbies that we're going to compare it on. Yeah.
That's big. That's a
do
big...
it. Do the magic. I can't believe neither one of you guys had this water brand before.
Do we look like we drink water?
All right, this almost looks like identical to what Chubby's gave us.
It's very big onions.
Yes.
Gonna do the Adam the Woo spin.
Oh, the spin, yeah, it's the spin. They're spinning around. It's hard to do it. Not to use another Disney reference, but when I go to Food and Wine at Epcot, I eat on trash cans, and we're kind of eating like on a non-table.
Right.
Yeah, I compare everything to Disney.
Well, yeah, of course you do. It's always... Disney's always on his mind. So it looks good.
Yeah.
Let's see how it eats.
I like the cheese. Look at this.
You like the yeah, it's melted. Ooey gooey.
I think it's cheesier. I think it's got more cheese.
Oh, this is a cheese sandwich with a little bit of steak in it.
The cheese
very
is quite
cheesy.
pronounced.
A lot of cheese. Well, you were saying that Chubby's has a lot more meat. And this place, what's it called?
This is D'Alessandro's.
Has a lot more cheese.
I asked the lady at Chubby's what makes yours better. She said they fill their sandwich with cheese. We fill ours with meat. And I would agree. I taste more cheese than I do steak in the sandwich.
And you can get double the cheese, which I almost were tempted to do.
Right.
Glad I didn't, because this is way cheesy. This is almost too cheesy.
I'm gonna say already Chubby's.
Yeah, I think Chubby's wins.
In speed and taste.
I don't know. I kind of like it, though.
It's fine. It's not. People swear by this. People say this is the best cheesesteak in Philadelphia.
Really?
I think those people need to go to John's Roast Pork. I like donkeys better than this.
You like donkeys?
Better than this?
Donkeys is my least favorite. I like this atmosphere of donkeys.
Now what's good is we still have a little bit of chubbies left over. So I'm going to take a dip back into that pool, see what that's like. And this onion, the onions, I'm gonna keep vlogging. This onion isn't cooked. It's very raw. It's a raw onion, barely fried.
This is very cheesy. It's almost too much cheese.
Garbage. Scale 1 to 10. I give it a 5.
Okay. I'm gonna say Chubby's is higher.
If I went to a pizza shop and got this cheesesteak, I'd be like, why'd they put that much cheese on it? Same bread, same Amoroso roll.
Yep.
It tastes just like Chubby's with like a little more cheese. Too much cheese.
Not enough salt.
Not enough onions.
Yeah, Chubby's is better. Uh-oh.
Chubby's is better and quicker.
They season the steak, salt and pepper. Like they, you know, it took 5 minutes to make. And it's so much better.
Okay. I don't mind this one either. I like both of them. They're both different, but I think Chubby's is a little higher on the scale.
Wow.
It's still no John's roast pork.
No, what is though?
It's like that's like a whole other level. You got to try that one day, John.
I've had it before. No,
You have?
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
It's a great one.
Absolutely.
Shut your mouth. It's a good one. Great one.
All right, I gotta get your review of this this water here.
You want my review of water?
Yeah, tell me how the water tastes.
Philadelphia tap water's better. What do you think of that? We got the best tap water in the world. Let's go.
All right. Well, that's gonna do it for today. See you in the next video. The vlog is over.